Good guys, my name is Lord Tomo and here we have the Blue Star, good old Sonic the Hedgehog, and welcome to another Sonic the Hedgehog and Lord Tomo's Wednesday night book night. Been a while since I did one, but I figured, since things have come down just a bit in my life and less hectic, I might as well make one, right? So look, we'll put the blue guy aside and get straight into the actual, more or less, book. This is the official Sonic the Hedgehog yearbook, part 2. I did do part 1, but this is obviously different, as you can imagine already from the title itself. So they did release one, then the year after they followed again. More or less a promotional book in essence. This was more or less released, if I'm not mistaken, 1992-ish, 1993, thereabouts. So it's pretty impressive. You can already read the side there, so the official Sonic the Hedgehog yearbook from Grand Dreams, which is always a nice little piece. You can obviously see the logo there. Always a nice little piece there. Anyway, let's get straight into the book and go from there. Alright, in the first page you have good old Sonic the Hedgehog, you have Tails My Power, and you have Dr. Eggman in their various poses. Already I'm digging this because you don't see much pictures or much things of them. And then next you just have the table of content. Good old Sonic the Hedgehog putting on his gloves. That was impressive, and a few other things there. So that's pretty nice. Now, I'll see if I can get this. This is basically, the first segment is, or this whole book is divided into a couple of segments. Obviously in this segment it just refers to a comic. I'm not too sure if you can make clear of it, but I'm pretty sure you can make it out of the pictures. He makes like some super glue, if I'm not mistaken, puts on the spring, and yeah, tries to obviously defeat Sonic. You have obviously more pictures there of him doing various things. Like I said, it's very hard to see the text, but I'm sure we can make things out of with the pictures themselves. I always did find this I guess robot mechanic of Dr. Robotic pretty impressive. Pretty simple. Like, it's just a vehicle that goes from one screen to the other. If you ever played Sonic the Hedgehog 2, pretty basic, but then that's all right. And you have him crashing into his own machine, which is obviously not a plus. And you have Sonic's diary. Ooh, why would Sonic have a diary? No idea. Now I'm pretty sure this should show itself more clear. Sorry. You can pause it. You can have a quick read if you want to. Just basically outlines more or less what he's done. I'll do it again with this other page. It's pretty hard to see with these bright fluorescent colors. Pretty bad choice of coloring. I'm not an artist, but even I know that's pretty weird. Here's another one. This is more or less a Tails saga, if at all. Him going through his various things, and he's obviously not happy that he scored Sonic instead of himself. I actually like this book in the sense that it's actually got pictures of Badniks. You have Crabmeat, Spiny, Plucker, Batbrain, Burrobot, which is pretty awesome in its own self. Caterpillar, Neutron, Coconut, Nebula, I think that's right, and Grabber. Pretty awesome. This guy always annoyed me when I played that stage in Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Really annoyed me. It's just a chicken shooting out his own eggs. No idea why. Here's more Badniks, various different Badniks. I all remembered them in their various hominish ways. I always found this little Badnik here up here, the Spiker, pretty obsolete. Like, once your hand triggers his head, what next? You know what I mean? At least with these other ones, they come after you, they attack you, they spit, and all that sort of stuff. This one's like, boom, once it's done, it's useless. This one was aesthetically pleasing to the eye, as in when you first saw it. When I first saw it, I was like, as a little kid, I was like, oh my god, so awesome, oh my god. And then you jump on his head and you kill it, and you're like, that's pretty impressive. I was easily pleased as a kid, as you can imagine. You have more Sonic the Hedgehog 2 advertisements. You have obviously the Game Gear down there. And I have absolutely no idea who these guys are. Metrosexual looking guys. They had Metros before even Metros became popular. Huh. Some English or American thing. I don't know. Here's the side. Here's the side? Yeah, here it is. Here's the side. You have buses, advertisement. I wonder where these buses actually went. Like, did they just throw them in a tip, or are they being recycled, or no idea. Found that quite weird. So, I always find that quite weird. Am I going through the right pages? Yeah, here it is. You have more stuff. You had a weird looking good old Sonic there, slinky legs. Like, as a kid, I always found that a bit weird having a big mascot just designed as a character. you know, that's me as a kid. In the other page you have more, obviously, Dr. Robotnik and his mischievous ways, because, you know, that's what he does. You can pause it, make out the pictures. The text is extremely hard to find unless I scan the scene, which I don't have a scanner, but leave that to the imagination, I say. Kids these days with their iPods. Anyway, so here's more stuff. You can probably make out. He gets defeated. Sonic saves his friends. Always impressive to have him do that. Now, this is the interesting thing about this book. It has a bunch of trivia. Okay, this is the quite interesting thing. They review Sega games in a Sega book. Of course, they're going to get high reviews, but one of which being Sonic 3, he gets a 9.5. So it pretty much gets top tier, you know, top tier everything. You have Street Fighter. Street Fighter I did enjoy. I was bad at it, but I enjoyed. Aladdin I played it. It was pretty impressive. Just more or less describes, talks about the stuff. Eco played. I couldn't get into it for whatever reason. It was just one of those games that was just horrendous to play. Sonic Spinball, I enjoyed that. Very slow pace, but I enjoyed it. I even got all the emeralds. Sonic CD, a game that I've never actually played in my life. I kicked myself as a kid, especially when I was begging my mum, but, you know, tough times, right? And we have Sonic Chaos, another game. You know, the funny thing is, as a kid, one of the first presents my parents wanted to buy me, one of the most expensive presents that my parents wanted to buy me was a Game Boy. Not a Game Boy, just a present, right? And I looked everywhere for a Game Gear. Little did I know it was during the period where it became obsolete, so I couldn't give myself a Game Gear. So I settled for a Game Boy. I guess that got me into Pokemon and all that sort of stuff, which was alright, but I was always a Sega boy. Here's another comic there, Sonic Big Trouble. It was nice to have more comics. You have a big magnet there, you know, causing havoc, which is always a plus, I suppose. But for Sonic, of course. And you have good old Sonic kicking its ass, which is always impressive. It's important to kick his ass. And Sonic Quiz. Now, the interesting thing about the book, throughout the whole thing, it basically kind of drops hidden things and all that sort of stuff. And it gives you at the end, like, in the picture strip Sticky Problems, who crashes into the glue making factory? So you kind of have quizzes, like, you have to pay attention to each pages. It's kind of tested you. It's a nice little, I wouldn't call it a gimmick, but it's a nice little feature that they added in this book, which has a whole bunch of you know, little quizzes and whatnot. And at the very end, if I'm not mistaken, it gives you a rating, which is, you know, how bad you did, how good you did, and all that sort of fun stuff, which is always pretty nice. It's a nice activity book, if you can call it that. And at the back, you just have more pictures there and whatnot. And there's absolutely nothing at the back here. Nice book overall. It's a nice little pickup. It's nice for a few reads here and there. You know, just have a reminisce on the past, sort of thing. Have fun, enjoy it. You know, it's always good to obviously, you know, do your things here and there. So it's always a good thing to basically. It's a nice pickup, really. Like, it depends. You know, I wouldn't go too hardcore with purchasing this unless you're a book collector of sorts, or even more so of Sonic. So it's a nice little, I guess, gimmick for the most part. But yeah, it's definitely a nice book there to basically pick up. Anyway, guys, I hope you did enjoy this one. Obviously, if you have more requests or anything like that, by all means, hit me up. I will try to, you know, release as much more of this as possible. Anyway, guys, take care and speed on.